Alright, tell me if this sounds familiar. You queue into ranked, your teammate misses the easiest open net of their life, and then in the very next game, you're up against someone double flipping into ceiling shots like they're in RLCS. Yeah, that's Rocket League ranked. For years, players have complained about matchmaking, feeling inconsistent, unfair, and sometimes just straight up rigged. One game you're unstoppable, and the next you can't even touch the ball. But here's the thing, Rocket League's ranking system actually has logic behind it. It's not random, it's not personal, and it's not out to get you. It's just built in a way that creates way more problems than it solves. So today, we're breaking down how Rocket League actually decides your rank, why it constantly throws you into unwinnable matches, and how Smurfs might be the biggest reason the system feels broken. So, before we start roasting the matchmaking system, let's actually talk about how it works. Rocket League doesn't match you based on your visible rank, like gold, platinum, or diamond. It uses something called MMR, that stands for matchmaking rating. Think of MMR like your hidden skill number, the one the game secretly uses to decide who you go up against. Every time you win a game, your MMR goes up. Every time you lose, it goes down. Simple enough, right? But here's the catch. Each rank, like Gold 3 or Champ 2, isn't just one number. It's actually a range of values. So you could be Diamond 2, sitting barely above Diamond 1, while someone else is one game away from Diamond 3, and the game still treats you like equals. The entire system is built to keep your win rate hovering around 50%. That means, when you start winning too many games, Rocket League quietly starts matching you with stronger players to balance things out, and when you start losing a bunch, it does the opposite. It drops you into slightly easier lobbies to help you recover. In theory, that sounds fair. You win some, you lose some. Everyone ends up where they belong. But in practice, that logic creates some massive problems. The system doesn't care why you won or lost. It doesn't see your positioning, your rotations, or your mechanics. It only sees one thing, a number going up or down. And that number decides everything, even if your teammate left mid-game, even if you carried a 2 versus 3, or even if the enemy team had a Smurf. So while the system thinks it's keeping things balanced, what it's really doing is creating matches that feel completely random. And that's where the real frustration begins. Here's where things start to fall apart. Smurfs. Players making new accounts just to stomp lower ranks completely destroy the balance of matchmaking. You might be sitting comfortably in Gold 3, then suddenly queue into someone air dribbling across the entire field, flip resetting, and celebrating like it's the RLCS finals. The system doesn't know they're a Smurf. It only sees a new account with low MMR, so it thinks it's giving you a fair match, until that fair match ends 5-0 in 3 minutes. And sure, that Smurf will climb out eventually, but not before ruining 10, maybe 20 games for real players along the way. The next big problem, rank variance. Not all diamonds play the same, not even close. One Diamond 1 could be brand new to the rank, while another is seconds away from hitting Diamond 3. The skill gap inside each rank is huge, but Rocket League treats everyone with the same MMR label like they're identical. Then there's party matchmaking, and this one is sneaky. When you queue with a friend who's a lower rank, the game averages your MMR together. So if you're a solid champ player, but your buddy's still learning in plat, the system throws you both into awkward lobbies that don't fit either of you. The other team might be 2 mid-diamonds, which means they're both comfortable, while your games feel chaotic because the average doesn't tell the full story. Add all that up, and it starts to feel like matchmaking is rolling dice every time you hit Find Match. Sometimes you get a clean, balanced game, and sometimes you get a nightmare, all because the system can't actually measure how you play. It only measures if you won, or if you lost, and that's why so many players think ranked is broken. It's not evil, it's just blind. So, why does Rocket League even let this happen? Why can Smurfs run wild? And why does the matchmaking system feel like it can't tell the difference between a casual player and a pro in disguise? The truth is, Rocket League's ranking system isn't bad, it's just limited. It doesn't look at your playstyle or your mechanics. It only looks at wins and losses. If you win 5 games in a row, even if 3 of those were lucky kickoffs, your MMR shoots up. If you lose because your teammate left halfway through, your MMR still drops. The algorithm doesn't care why, it only cares what happened. That means every tiny bit of bad luck, every disconnect, every Smurf, all gets counted as if you played worse. And since Rocket League resets your MMR a little bit each new season, everyone gets thrown into chaos for the first few weeks. You've got returning players, casual players, brand new accounts, and a handful of grinders who haven't touched grass since the update dropped. All in the same lobbies. Add cross-platform matchmaking on top of that, and now you've got PC players, console players, and even Switch players, all fighting for the same rank. The system's trying to do the impossible, create perfectly fair matches using imperfect data. So when it feels like you're getting random teammates or being punished for no reason, you're not imagining it. The game's algorithm is just doing its best with way too little information. Alright, so if the ranking system's not completely broken, how do we actually fix it? First, the biggest change Rocket League needs: smarter Smurf detection. If a brand new account wins 10 games in a row by 5 or 6 goals every time, the system shouldn't wait days to figure that out. Just skip the early ranks, push them higher faster, and save everyone else the pain. Second, the game needs better placement matches. Right now, placements barely matter. You win a few, lose a few, and the game just shrugs and drops you near where you were last season. But what if those first 10 games actually analyzed how you played, your speed, your accuracy, your positioning, not just your scoreline? That data could give a way more accurate starting point for everyone, instead of that wild first week where golds meet grand champs. Third, Rocket League could be more transparent with the system itself. Right now, MMR is hidden behind numbers we can't see. Imagine if we had actual rank insights, like performance graphs or a visible consistency rating. Players would finally understand why they gained or lost points, instead of guessing every time the scoreboard fades out. And finally, maybe the boldest idea: make ranked feel earned again. Add progression goals, not just MMR changes. Maybe a challenge that proves you belong in your rank, like completing a few consistency milestones before you move up. That way, ranks wouldn't just be about wins, they'd be about actual skill growth. So even if the matchmaking system never gets completely fixed, it's still worth understanding how it works, because once you realize it's not personal, it's just data, you stop taking every bad game so seriously. You start focusing less on blaming teammates and more on what you can control. The truth is, every ranked system in gaming is flawed, but Rocket League's feels worse because it's so skill-based. Every single touch, every missed save, every rotation directly affects the outcome. So when the game messes up matchmaking, it feels 10 times worse. But that also means improving yourself actually matters more here than almost anywhere else. You can't always control who you queue with, but you can control your mindset, your consistency, and your ability to adapt. If you keep that mentality, you'll climb, even with a flawed system. Still, I think Rocket League could easily make ranked feel better, just by giving players more clarity, faster detection, and maybe a little less chaos every season reset. Until then, ranked will stay what it's always been: a mix of skill, luck, and pure frustration, all packed into 5 minutes of chaos. But hey, that's Rocket League. So, after everything, is Rocket League's ranking system actually broken? Honestly, not completely. It works on paper. It just doesn't feel fair when you're the one getting punished by its flaws. Between Smurfs, random teammates, placement chaos, and the invisible MMR numbers, it's no wonder players get frustrated. But maybe that's part of the grind, learning how to stay consistent even when the game isn't. Because at the end of the day, every rank is just a snapshot of how you've been playing lately, not who you are as a player. And if you can keep improving through all the nonsense, that's what really matters. So, what do you think? Is Rocket League matchmaking truly broken, or is it just doing its best to balance an impossible system? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what rank you are, and how ranked has been treating you this season. I'll feature a few of your takes in the next video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and help the channel reach more players who are just as confused about this game as we are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.